run with Hunt on second down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
6-yard line.
On first down, Allen. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it's going to be second down.
20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Allen. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The kick by Bass is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Their own 25-yard line.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He was taken down by...
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
34-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
He was brought down by Matt.
Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
First down, Indianapolis.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
A gain of 12.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Looking deep for Hilton. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The Colts ball carrier.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 39-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. And he rifles one incomplete. Tommy Sweeney, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams play, they come in bunches.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Allen now looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A.J. Green there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And that will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
At the 38-yard line.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Darius Leonard on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And able to find Dorsett. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly. and knocked it free.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
He was defended by Junior.
They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Allen now on first down. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
17.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, it's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
He'll take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10, Eason. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Eason. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Rolling to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish, but you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bills' 31-yard line.
Eason on 2nd down. Campbell making the catch. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Forced out to his left. And I think the ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They'll run with Hunt. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Ball carrier.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Allen. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3rd and 6.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Come on, baby.
Here's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 1st down, Jacob Eason finding Hilton on the slant. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
T.Y. Hilton.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Switch. Check it back.
handoff. Taylor with it. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Colts 3.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
He's taken
on any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on, and he takes it in for a Colts score. It's the fullback with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kick is good.
And he knocks it through.
That ties the game at 10. Rigoberto Sanchez.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
54.
And the Colts pick it up. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Allen now on the option right. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Eason off the play fake. Steps away to his left. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
That's good for 28 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They go to the ground again with Taylor. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Over the middle here, it's Hilton.
Complete to number 13. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Colts.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Once more with Taylor. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Now again to Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
And 15 yards to go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And the lead will grow by one more.
Makes the score Colts 20, Bills 10. Rigoberto
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Darius Leonard able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Indianapolis, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they go down to defeat here in